I'm Ashok Kumar. I've been an engineering leader for almost 2, 3 decades, right? I come with a rich experience in various different sectors and so on, right? And I'm also an AI educator, right? And last few years, I've spent quite a lot of time on the AI side, getting deeper into that one, also seeing that how it is helping myself right into my day-to-day activities. Many things on my personal front, on my professional front, it has actually been helping me quite a lot, and I'm really impressed with where it is going to take me forward. Right, I'm quite excited to see myself getting deeper and deeper into this, and I've found few ways how I can be better at asking it. Right, and that's the whole point. And today, what we are going to discuss is all about that one. It's all about prompt engineering, and it is a way to get the best out of your AI, right? So some of the experience that I've gained from that and some of the benefits I've gained from that, I'm going to translate that one. I'll be happy to transfer that one to you, right? In your own daily lives, you can also get the maximum benefit out of this AI systems and so on. So without much ado, I think we'll get started. No, before that one, team, I apologize. I think I should be welcoming you all. So good morning, good evening, and for a few of you, it is good afternoon. So welcome to this session. I'm really excited to see so many of you, joining us today, right? Taking a little bit of time from yours. And I assure you that this is really going to be helpful. The 1 hour what you're going to spend, it's really going to be worth for whatever you've joined. Okay. So let's get started. So we'll get deeper into mastering prompt engineering in AI. This is the agenda that will follow today, right? So it's going to be very focused one. I'm going to be starting with the current AI landscape, right? We have come a long way. Though it has been just only 2 years, we've come a long way in terms of where AI is today, right? And what it can do for us, quite a lot. We'll be talking about that. Then straight into the prompts, right? This is the heart of today's session. What exactly we are wanting from our AI system, and how do you get that one? The desire that we have in our mind that this is what AI should do for us. This is exactly what I'm going to be explaining how to get the best out of this AI. Okay, looks like my camera's got a little bit stopped. Nevertheless, I think we'll get started with this one. And finally, there is a path for me to tell you how you can empower yourself. Right? We'll get to that point. So we'll start with what is AI today. A few very brief introduction, and then we'll quickly jump on to the prompt engineering. So the AI revolution is already here, team. It's already here, and it is already impacting the lives of all of us. It is pretty much like the way it was some 20 years before, some 25 years before, when the internet was just exploding and it was getting used. Nobody could imagine that internet today, or a few years after that, could be impacting our lives so much that it is, right? We do so much on the internet. We do our work on the internet, right? We come back home and we continue our work on the internet. It's been possible because of that, right? During the COVID, this has been kind of the saver for the companies and for the employees. They could continue their work from being home thanks to the internet, right? And internet is helping us a lot. It's helping us in being connected with our loved ones, right? With our colleagues, with our friends. We exchange so many things on the internet. We are on Facebook. We get connected. So many conversations happen. Businesses happen on the internet and so on, right? It's been pervasive. Today, we just cannot imagine that we can live without internet today. Not even for a day. For me, it's just impossible. And I'm sure that for you also, it's pretty much the same, right? Internet has been it has made such a big impact for us that we cannot even live for a day, right? We order our food on the internet, right? We make our appointments like the doctor appointment or anything, all that when we do it on the internet. Just inconceivable today that we can live without it. Oh, okay. So, and today we are going through another technological shift. Just the way internet was, we are again undergoing one more technological shift. That is the AI, which is making such a big impact. It's not even just 2 years, and AI is taken by storm the entire world. There's not even a single person who's kind of got impacted by this AI, directly or indirectly. Right from a business person, right from an executive, a manager, a farmer, a politician, right? All of them have got impacted by AI, and for the good benefit. It's been beneficial for everybody, for you and me. So we are going through another major technological shift, and this is going to happen in a much, much rapid pace. Internet itself was, advancing at a quite far, big pace, and AI is going to surpass that one. What could happen to internet in 10 years? It's going to happen in 2-3 years. So the AI revolution is here. It is real, and it is happening today. It's a present day reality. We are not talking about anything that is going to happen in the future. It's already happened, right? It's impacting the lives right now. And what you could think about what can happen in the next week, we just cannot imagine. A lot of surprises keep happening on the internet, on the AI front, and it's every week you see something that is much better than the last week, right? It's happening today, and it is a reality. Much more things are going to happen tomorrow, right? So I'm just showing a few examples. Many of you would have already used these AI systems. You would have already experienced this one. We'll just do a few of that. So simple examples like I go to GPT, no, I ask something. It could be about my personal plan. I ask this ChatGPT to plan my day. It does it. I ask it that give me some tutorial on something. It gives me that, and in a much structured way. Something that I could have not imagined that such a thing could happen in my classrooms itself. During my academic days, there are a few things that happened, but what I now get from these tools far surpasses what I would have got in my classrooms. Much better than what I could get it in YouTube. May be true, may not be true, but eventually it is going to happen, right? I even ask it to tell me a joke, it tells me. Okay, so for some moment, if I'm not no having, I'm putting up a sad face, it tells me something like this one, and suddenly there's a smile on my face, right? So this is something it can do for me. Many more things. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I think most of you would have experienced this, but eventually we'll get to a point in this session where you will see some advanced examples, and that will enthrall all of us. And for all of our benefit, it's just not for fun. It is just not for any hobby. It is going to be there in your professional life. It is going to be there in your personal life in a much bigger way, right? So we just now saw something textual, images, or something that you can again go to the ChatGPT. You can see the kind of images that has got generated, all using AI. AI has generated all these images. We could just not imagine that somebody could do this one. Of course, somebody can do this one, but it could take quite a lot of money, quite a lot of time, right? AI has generated all of this one, something, an unimaginable thing. It's almost like you are having an artist, you are having a painter, you are having the topmost artist of the world at your disposal, right? It's generated all this different kind of images, videos, and so on. We are just touching upon the power of AI. This is not even 5% of what it could otherwise do, right? We are just seeing something. Can you imagine we could have ever done some videos? Of course we could do, but it could take a lot of time. This is a miniature stuff. Okay, many more things like this one. So AI, it can generate text for us. It can do a lot of research for us. It can give you a lot of summaries to us. It can do all that stuff. It can generate images for this one. It can generate your flyers. It can generate your brochures. It can generate your chart. It can generate your calendar. It can do hell a lot of things. It can generate your ad copy. All the stuff it can do. Videos, audio, right? Name it what you want. It can generate, you give a script, it can generate the audio for you. It can do all that. It can converse to you in a very natural way. This is one of the things that I saw in this week.
Indiana gonna win, baby!
We're in Florida asking people what they put their money on! I'm all in on OKC!
Indiana got that dog in them!
So Kelsey tells me that this was made, the full ad, it's about 30 seconds, end to end, from idea to live in less than 72 hours. And it cost them $2,000 to make. And so far, 10 million impressions. Now, they used Google's new VO3 video generation tool, the same one unveiled last month to a ton of fanfare and a wave of viral content, and now broadcast TV. And so this is really an early look at how AI could start to disrupt traditional production, with implications for an ad industry built on expensive human-led workflows. Shares of major ad agency companies, they're already under pressure. They took a hit last week after Meta announced plans to fully automate the ad creation by 2026. And this ad from Kalshi, it just shows how fast AI is moving up the value chain.
Okay, so we'll just go to the last one. So this ad, whatever you saw just now, right? This was completely generated by AI. 100% it was generated by AI, and you could see here it was generated just with $2,000 in 3 days, and it is final. This has already been aired on the televisions. 100% generated by AI with the tools that we have today, and you could not. Could you make out that this was a human-made advertisement or an AI-generated one? Like indistinguishable, right? This is where we are at today. Plenty of examples like this one. AI. This is also generated 100% by AI.
I can't believe you hid this from me.
I didn't know.
I thought what we had was real.
It is real, I swear.
Why did you do
AI
this?
just took video creation to the next level. Imagine crafting ultra-realistic characters, keeping outfits and backgrounds consistent, and generating mind-blowing lip syncing, all with just a few clicks.
I created it entirely with Twin AI. Skip recording, start generating. Come join me.
This isn't sci-fi. This is Twin AI Studio, and it's about to revolutionize filmmaking.
So what you just now saw is again generated completely by AI, 100%, and in much lesser time. And for all of this generation, from our side, what we just did was just type some plain text. Of course, it would take you a few iterations, a few hours, or maybe a couple of days, but the kind of quality, the kind of realism that you get is unmatched today, right? It's so real, cost effective. In terms of the duration, it is much, much faster, right? And there is no camera that was required for this one. We did not even have a studio for this one. Just your system, and that's it. You could generate, you and me, right? Nobody can, you and me need not be an art director. We need not be a movie director and so on. We can generate advertisements like this one. Totally real. Just sitting at our home and making use of this AI. So it's made such a big impact, and it continues to make impact even today, right? So if you have the question, how it is relevant to you, it is relevant to all of us. Whether you are an executive, you're a CEO of some company, it is relevant to you. Whether you are a marketing professional, marketing strategist, it is relevant to you. You are a tech enthusiast, it's relevant to you as well. Or if you are an educator, it's relevant to you. It's relevant to everyone on this planet. You are a farmer, it's relevant to you. You are a vendor on the street, it's relevant to you. You are a pilot, it's relevant to you. You are a doctor, it's relevant to you. You are a patient, it's relevant to you. AI can help each one of us, right? The AI is shaping our landscape today for each one of us. For each one of us, even for the kids, even for the school-going children, babies, and everyone, even for the pensioners. Okay, how all this one happened? It all happened a long time ago, right? Earlier, we had what are called AI systems, which essentially could shift through huge amount of data. They can learn all the data that's out there that is given to them, and they could make sense out of it. We are not talking about some 100 bytes of data, 100 GB of data or 100 terabytes of data. This is all the data that's there on the planet, on the internet, like the Wikipedia, like the websites that we all have. These AI systems have digested all that information, all that is out there. They've digested the images that's out there on the planet. All the videos that we have on the YouTube and elsewhere, they have digested the information there as well. And now they are capable of synthesizing something like that. They are capable of synthesizing the video that we see on the YouTube and on the ads. They are capable of doing all that one. And all that one by understanding our language. What we talk, they understand. They've mastered that one. So AI systems are basically systems that normally do work like how we do, how humans we do. How do we do our work? We look at something, we learn from that, we recognize some patterns, and then we are able to comprehend. Then we are able to do something more. Like all of us have gone through that stages, right from our schooling. This is what we have always been doing. We see something, we learn. We see others, and then we learn, right? And then we try to do something similar to that one or something different. Okay, so AI systems have become all powerful like this. These kind of AI systems are specifically called generative AI systems. They are generative because they can generate things after learning something, right? Otherwise, the AI systems that we had for many years, they were just learning something. They were used for predictions or classification. They were not generating something new. But today we have the systems that can generate something new, right? AI today can create your content, whether it's a textual content, coding, it can code your complete application, it can generate images, it can do what all things, it can generate new, right? It can come and sit with you and do the coding. You can sit with the AI systems and you can start doing the brainstorming, right? You can exchange ideas with the system. I normally do that one. I normally go to this one. I keep on exchanging a lot of information. If you see this one, just for previous day, I went to the system. I gave a tougher problem for it. Not really tough, but some academic problem. I asked it to. Okay, I asked it to give me. I gave some problem like this one. It's a problem from the control systems in physics, mechanics, robotics. I gave this problem. I wanted a quick solution, and within a matter of few seconds, I got the answer for this. And the step-by-step answer. I need not even ask it again to tell me how did it generate the solution, right? It gave me totally in terms of steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, all the different cases, all the coordinate cases, it has given me this one. It hardly took me half an hour for me to go through this and appreciate how good the systems have become today, right? I can completely depend on AI today, and that's the stage I am at today. It can draft things, it can draft your emails, it can draft your replies, all that it can do, and so on. And why now? The question now comes, why is it all happening all of a sudden? Why it did not happen like 2 years before, few years before, and so on? What's happening today? Why people are talking about AI today, generative AI today? There is a reason behind that one. That is, there is a hell a lot of data on our planet today, right? Too much of data. People are generating data like anything, right? People are there on Facebook, Twitter. People are there on so many other channels like Telegram, YouTube. They are generating hell a lot of data. So there's abundant data, and your AI systems want this much of data. They become better. The more data you give them, they learn more. They can recognize more patterns. So this has become very conducive for the AI systems, right? And the compute power. Today, the compute power is available everywhere. There are so many cloud providers. There are very efficient cloud providers who can give you the GPUs, TPUs, all that stuff. And AI works best on those kind of systems. And the main reason why we are seeing all this from today is on one big thing. It's not only just about big data. It's not only about the compute power. There is one algorithm which changed the entire ecosystem, entire sector. That was the transformer architecture. Transformer architecture was something that was invented or proposed at Google. At that time, not many people really appreciated that it will take the world and it will be so much beneficial, but this is where we are today. AI systems would have not been what we are seeing today without this transformer architecture. Transformer architecture is the main brain behind the generative AI. All the systems you see that today, like all the different LLMs, these are all called language models, large language models. They are very much based on this transformer architecture. At the heart of transformer architecture, they are trained to understand our human conversation, right? They understand what we want, what is there in our mind. If we just put it to them, they understand and they respond back to us like human beings. This is what makes them totally different. This is what they are so much beneficial. They have humongous power to generate different responses, the kind of responses you want, right? And all of them, they can reply back to us in the form like that we understand. They are better and better at talking to you. I can even tell that not even my best friend can talk to me like that who can empathize and who can sympathize with me, I can see the AI system doing that one. I just need to tell these AI systems, talk to me in a calm and polite manner, be sympathetic to me. It is going to do that. It will do that. Okay, now let's come into the world of prompt engineer. We just talked about anything that we ask to our AI systems, generative AI systems, they give us that. But is that really true? Whatever we ask, do we really get whatever we want? Yes and no. It depends on how you ask those AI systems, right? So the quality of the output that you would get from your generative AI systems is proportional to what you ask and the way you ask. It's directly proportional. If you ask it in a vague manner, they will give you vague response that may or may not be what you desire. That may or may not be helpful to you. It's directly proportional to that. The better you ask them, and the better you ask them, they will give us the kind of output that we really want. Right? That's how these AI systems work. So there is a process. There is a process that we can adopt and follow that one when we converse with these AI systems and so on. So, and it is a skill. The way you ask your AI systems, there is a skill to it, and we need to master that one. And this mastery is not only for the technical specialist and so on. It's not only for the technical people. Everyone on this planet needs to now become a prompt engineer. Everyone in this world, all the 7 billion people in this world should now become prompt engineers if they want to get the kind of response or the kind of output they want to get it from the AI systems. They need to master that one. Otherwise, you are just going to be wasting your money on those AI systems. You can save your money and time by becoming good at prompting. So it's all about clear communication with your AI system. If you don't have clarity in your mind, you just ask a few things. If you don't have clarity, AI systems will not also give you the clear response. If you have clarity in your mind, you give a lot of information, you give the proper information to the AI system, they will respond with diamonds. Literally, they will respond you with diamonds, right? We don't ask them properly. They are not going to give us, they are just going to be giving you some stone and sand pieces, right? That's probably not going to be helpful to you. We need to have a proper approach when working with them. Okay. And there are many frameworks. There are many frameworks which will, if you follow those frameworks, the output that you can get it from these AI systems is what you would have wanted, what you would have desired, right? Of course, this is I'm going to also give a disclaimer. It's probably not going to be 100% what you wanted. And that is why the last step that you see here, it is check and iterate. You need to check the response every time when they give you, and it can only become better and better. You need to do a lot of iterations, right? Just like anything else, right? First time, if you go and ask somebody, like you want to go and build a house, right? The builders are going to give you some plan that may or may not be what you wanted. You are probably going to be asking for some revision, right? Eventually, you will get the house the way you want it. Very similar here with the AI systems as well. You will probably not get the desired result in your very first attempt. You will have to do the iteration. So it all starts with, you need to give the proper context, right? Right now, in what situation you are, and you also need to give a role to your AI systems. You need to tell that, we also need to tell the AI systems that please act like a master chef. If you want to get a good recipe for your cooking ingredients, we need to tell that, act like a chef of Taj Hotel or Oberoi Hotel, right? Attach that one. Tell that Taj Hotel, act like a Taj Hotel restaurant chef, or act like Prime Minister of India, and then tell me what are the things I need to do for my company or for my district, for my city, that I can upbring it. Right? You can clearly tell that one. Act like a particular person, act like a particular personality. Then AI system, because that is how they are all trained. AI systems will then go and dig into whatever they have learned about that personality. And they will try to give you the response from that authority. It's very plain. It's a fact, and this is how you need to interact with the AI systems. Give a role, they will respond to you properly with whatever you have in mind. Right? You can tell become like a top rated film actor, like a Bollywood film actor or a Hollywood film actor. Then give me the tips on acting. They will give you what you wanted. Right? It's that, and put some constraints. Otherwise, AI systems are going to be very verbose. You need to give some constraints, and they will respond to you with that much of information. Otherwise, AI systems are normally going to give you lot of output, right? To whatever they know, whatever they've digested, they will generate, synthesize from that one. You can tell that don't reply for in one page. Reply in 100 words, 500 words. They will condense that information and give it to you within that much, right? That is what we can digest, right? We cannot digest more than one page of information, even if they give us, right? So, and clearly start what is that you're aiming for. And finally, we'll have to do some kind of iteration. Well, first attempt, you will not get what you want. You'll have to do few iterations and so on. So let's just look at one of the prompt that I will use. Okay, as a marketing person, I want the AI to help me in coming out with an ad for Facebook. I just asked this one, and let's see what is the kind of response that you get. Okay, so you can see that AI did not respond, but it is definitely going to respond, right? Don't just get only about the first few lines. It is definitely going to respond. You see here, there is an ad. There is an ad, it is given to you. It is demonstrating that it can give you the ad, but not exactly what you wanted. That's because we did not. That's because we did not specify, we did not give the proper background of what we wanted. It gave an ad, but not what you wanted. It gave a Facebook ad, but not what we wanted. So here is where we can have a good prompt for this. Okay, I'm being very, very specific. I'm also giving some kind of background, not too much of background, but at least something better. I'm asking you to give a Facebook ad, and also I'm specifying the constraint that don't give me just 50 words. And I'm giving the background that I am selling, or I have a product called Zenleaf, which is herbal tea. So this is my context, right? And I'm also giving something, target this health. I'm giving what is my purpose, what is my final goal. I'm also asking the AI system to adopt a personality. I want it to be a friendly tone, calm, and so on. And finally, I'm asking you also to give some kind of a one more goal of mine is I want to get some call to action. Let's see what we get this time, right? I'm being very, very specific. I've also given some background. I've also given some personality to the AI. Okay, you can see it's drafting it very nicely. And done. It is small. That's because we asked it to be very, very concise. I told that we want only 50 words or less. If you're not satisfied with this one, it's probably not that we did not tell it properly. If I ask it for 100 words, I'll probably get even much bigger. But Facebook ad, we all know it's only this much. You want to generate this one for an Instagram, it is going to give you that much of whatever you want, right? The more precise we are, the better the desired response is what we would get. Okay, this is a reality. It's very, very focused. It's totally relevant to what I asked. This one I can straight away go and use in my work, right? If I'm a company, I'm owner of this company. This is what I wanted, and I'm going to be happy. Otherwise, I need to ask one of my staff member to generate this ad. They'll probably take about a day or two, or maybe a week, right? To come with the right wordings. You can even ask, give me two or three suggestions, not just only one. Right now, it is given only one. It can give me more than one suggestion, and I can choose one of them. Right? It's all left to us how we ask it. So there is an art and science for this. There's an art and science for interacting with your AI system, right? Mastering the prompt engineering through one or more frameworks is what we all need. It will save us time. We'll get better quality output, and we'll also see some output that we have never seen, that none of my colleagues would have seen. I would have probably not seen in any of the places there I went. AI can give you something totally new, and it can be totally out of the box, out of this world. And I will win my competition. When I have something like this one, I'm definitely going to win my competition, and all of us really aim for that one. right? I'll excel in my studies. I will excel in my work, right? That's all we all desire. Okay. So AI, what else it can do? Anything. Just imagine anything. Right now, except any physical work, AI is capable of working with you and do all that. It can generate emails for you. It can draft emails for you. It can respond or reply emails to you, compose the replies for you. It can generate reports, summarize the reports. You can also ask it for doing the research. It can give you 100-page research report. Just before a few days, I asked AI to give me a report on the robotics trend in India. And I got a 50-page report, all within 10 minutes. I asked Google Gemini. Gemini, I asked, okay, by the way, this is what I asked for, just a few days. I asked it to create a visually appealing, highly aesthetic. See, I'm qualifying something. Of course, I've not used the framework here. It's my mistake. If I had asked it, it would have been even better. But even with this one, it gave me very good slide deck. It gave me very good slide deck, and it supplemented what I already knew. Okay, so it's helping me a lot. What I know, it's giving me something more. Right? It can brainstorm ideas with you. You can also create presentations with using it. Just whatever I did, you can do all of that stuff. Okay, now let's see some more AI in action. Right? For business executives or decision makers, it's like a boon. We all know business executives and decision makers, they are very, very busy, right? They keep getting a lot of information. They keep getting a lot of reports, and they need to be fast at taking decisions, strategic decisions. AI can help here. AI can get the insight from the huge amount of information that the executives get, right? It can help in doing the risk assessment or any kind of scenario planning for the executives, and it can draft the reports. It can draft the communication reports to the stakeholders, to everyone in the team. They can manage the business communication. They can do all of this. Okay, let me quickly show you this one thing. We'll see both of this one together. For marketing professionals, again, it is like an unmatched colleague. A colleague who's always there with them and can do all of their work, whatever they do. Just that they need to be doing a little bit of supervision, right? Content, it can create at scale. In one day, the AI system can generate 10 Facebook ad or 10 Facebook posts, 100 Instagrams, 100 LinkedIn posts, you just name it. You should be just willing to buy that much of amount of AI systems time. The more money you spend, they can generate like anything. They can do 100 people's work in one day. Okay, such is the power. Marketers can use that one for doing trend analysis, right? We all know reports, market research reports are very, very valuable. And it can take literally number of days to get the market trends and report. AI can do all of that one. AI can search the internet. We don't have to sit in front of our systems and Google and search the market trend and then create a report. AI can do that one. Of course, we have to afterwards review that, right? That always should happen. We cannot 100% depend on AI, even if they are giving you the accurate results, right? Because finally, we are responsible for what work we do. So AI is our best friend at work, best friend at home and everywhere. But final responsibility is on us. And I think that's acceptable, right? We are responsible for what we do because we get the credit for whatever good we do. Our colleagues are going to reward us or recognize us for what we do, right? So ultimately, we are going to be responsible. So a little bit of responsibility we need to take. 98% of the work AI can do. So let's quickly see what AI can do here, right? So I'm going to my Google system. Okay, I can generate what, let me give one prompt. We'll see what kind of decisions we can get by being an executive, right? Where all AI can help us. It's critical for us to craft the right kind of prompt. Okay, I've just now given this prompt. I'm asking, you are an objective risk assessment specialist. Remember the CRISP framework? We always need to tell the AI, act like somebody. We need to give a personality to the AI. It will start working like that. It will start behaving like that. whatever this specialist is, we are telling that objective risk assessment specialist. It will then dig through all the material that it has digested and it start acting like one. Okay, so I'm telling advise me on advise the executive leadership on something, and the something that something is this one. I'm giving some background, right? First is I'm attaching a personality. You can do this one in any order, first personality and then the background, or the background first and so on. So I'm giving some background that we want to enter into a new area. So I'm asking it, this is the task. This is the task I want the AI to do. Identify and analyze top my significant potential risks associated with me entering into a new market, right? And I'm also telling it how I want the output. I want it to describe the risk. I want also it to tell me the impact of that risk and probability of that risk to happen. I want AI to give me all this one. Otherwise, also it is going to give me something, but that may not be what you wanted. Remember all that. Always AI is going to give you something. They're never going to refuse that. They will not give you what response you want, right? Unless it is something like illegal or something of that sort, right? Not evading something, but always it's going to give you some response. I'm now being very, very specific, very clear what I have in mind. And finally, I want it to do a high level summary, conclude with that. Okay, so let's see how it responds. Okay, so this is one good product from this AI system. A lot of different models are there. I'm using one of the best one. This best one thinks before it can give me the answer. You can even actually see the thinking process. I think many of you would have actually seen this one. It will also, you can see what is it currently thinking. Okay, it's summarizing all this one. Now you can see the final output. Top 5 risks you saw, contingency plan you saw, risk number 1, risk number 2, right? Risk number 3, in a very, very structured way, like the way I wanted. I wanted the description first, the potential impact next, the probability third, fourth is the contingency plan, and finally it's also going to give me some mitigation strategies as well, right? Okay, so overall recommendation, it can tell you that the market is risky or whatever. Okay, so the market can be risky. So based on this one, I can now take some action. I've got precise information what I wanted, right? So I'm making the best use of my knowledge. I'm also making the best use of what these systems are capable of. Okay, so this is for the marketing. Let me run through one more. Okay, so let's go and do something for our marketing professionals or marketing strategies. Okay, this time let me ask this tool, right? Last time I asked AI Studio from Google. This time let me ask this system. Many systems, they have their own way of responding to us. Some of them may be what you would like, and some of them may be. Okay, let me give you this one. I'm asking it to be, you are a fiercely innovative marketing director with 15 years of experience in this particular sector, right? I'm also telling that AI that you have 15 years of experience. So act like somebody who's having 15 years of experience, fiercely innovative in a disruptive consumer market, right? And this is what I want. This is my background. I need a 6-month plan to re-engage my dormant customers. So I have some customers who are dormant. They used to purchase my brand materials before, my products they used to purchase, but for the 12 months, they have not purchased anything. And I want them to come back to me and buy my products again, right? So I'm thinking of a flash sale to entice them back, right? So then I start telling that this is your task. I want you to tell me the flash sale idea. Propose me some 3 ideas, 3 distinct campaigns, and so on. So I'm being very, very precise. Give me 3 ideas. Give me 3 ideas, 3 campaigns for each. Give me a slogan, core idea, value proposition, and the channel where I can put them. I want to put them on Twitter or Facebook and so on. Okay, let's see what kind of response we get. Okay, you can see it's very, very precise, very, very clear. Something that you can act on, right? Very rarely you might probably get this one from your own staff. Okay, not to tell that our staff is not, or not that our staff can be much better in some circumstances, but you can really trust AI. That's what I mean. Okay, there's a third campaign. We asked for 3 campaign. Every campaign, it's telling me where to put that one, create a cinematic video, all the thing it's giving me. And it might also tell me some promotional stuff, like unique offer. I need to put all the 6, right? So this is the kind of help that you can get it from AI system. It's just not help. I think it's taking over your work, hard part of your work. It's taking that. You will finally one day need to review and act. Okay. And there are plenty of these AI systems that can help you, right? I've just now given only 1 or 2. There are plenty of that one that I have, but in the interest of time, we can move forward. Okay. So I just now did the live demo of these 2 prompts. Now, a question comes now. There's the crisp format. Is there anything else that I need to know? Yes. We all want to go deeper into the prompt engineering. There are techniques that we can follow to get better results from our AI. These techniques are zero-shot prompting. There's a technique called zero-shot prompting. We directly ask the model without giving any examples. Right now, whatever I did not give any example. I just followed the crisp format. That itself is giving me quite a good results, right? I can do this one next. By the way, this is not a few shot team. Sorry for the typo. This is one-shot prompting, where you just give one example. You give one example, the kind of output you want, just give one example. That one, the AI is going to follow that example and it will give you exactly the output that you want. 100% precise, you can get it if you give one example. It'll generate output to match your example. Okay, I just want to give one, then others I think we can leave. Okay, just 1 second. I'll just give you one short example. The rest all I think we can just imagine what would that be. Okay, already. So here's the example that I want to give. So this is one shot example. I'll just remove this part. This is one shot. Like before, I'm giving the context. I'm also giving a role. I'm also telling our input. And I want, these are the steps that I am following. I'm telling it. I'm giving one example. If this is the email that I get, I will categorize this one as order issue. And now I'm asking the AI, now categorize the following email like I did. Like what I did, you do that. This is one short example. Here, the AI is going to be even more precise. Along with following the crisp format. So you can see here, category is refund request, right? Is it correct or not? I received my item today, but it's broken. I want a replacement. So what category is this one? AI responded properly. It's in the refund request, right? It gives you very much exactly like what you wanted. I told that, give me the response like this in one word or whatever. It exactly gave me that much. Okay, all that matters is you need to be precise. We need to be precise. So this is one shot prompting. You can also give few examples. Instead of one example, you can give few examples. It will become even better. Okay, then there's one more technique called chain of thought. Here, the AI will start doing analysis. It will start reasoning. When this kind of problem, when you want to go for this kind of a technique is when there is some kind of logic involved. Like you can tell that I have 3 apples. I gave 1 apple to my niece. I gave 1 more apple to my grandma. How many apples do I have now? This is not very straightforward. AI has not digested this kind of information, perhaps not this kind of information on the net. And they will, this involves mathematics, logic. In that case, it will do what is called chain of thought. And you can also give one example here. This is what I will do if I were given this problem. Now you do it. Right? It does it. I have an example, but in the interest of time, we can just go. If you have time, we can do that. Okay. Then there's one more prompting technique called self-consistency. Here, the AI will try to self-adjust. It will generate many responses and it will choose one consistent answer. Right? This is also very good for us. AI will inspect its own answer, what it is given, and it will keep on improving it right? And it'll perhaps do some 4 or 5 times, it'll give you the best answer, right? So again, we can be confident on whatever the AI would give, right? There is one more technique called tree of thoughts. Here we can ask the AI to take branches, right? If you have two options like option A, option B, go for option B. And when you're at B, there are two more options, C and D. Choose one of them. And AI will try to evaluate and it will become like a tree like a structure. That is one more technique. There is one more technique called prompt chaining. Here, AI, you can ask the AI to go and do step by step, right? You can ask what is the sentiment of this particular text. It can do step by step. First, it will summarize your text. Then it can do something else. Then it can do some tagging, all the thing, right? This is very, very powerful, very useful. We also have one more technique called RAG. RAG is for retrieval augment generation. Here, what you can do is you can supply some of your internal documents. AI has already mastered the documents that is there out in the internet. Now it is also going to master your own personal document, internal document, and it will give the preference to your document. Then what information it has seen in the world, the information that you provide in your internal document, it is going to give first preference from that one. Answers are going to be picked up from there and it will generate further answers on top of it. Very, very helpful. Many companies use this one. Many companies want their private documents to be fed to this AI system so that it can give responses based on those documentation. Okay. Then there is one more thing called reason and act. Here, AI, if it is not capable of answering something, it will take the help of some other tool. It will go out and search the net again, right? It can take those actions and then finally give you the response. Okay, there are answers for all of this one. I think we'll not get into that one because of the limited time what we have. There are things that we can go, right? Now comes the part. Now, after hearing all this one, I think all of us have got enthralled with what AI can do for us. It's a lifesaver for many of us, right? One of the questions will come, is it going to replace our jobs? I think I will, if that question comes, then I will probably answer. Right now, I'll want to focus on your empowerment. How can you empower yourself? You can empower yourself by acquiring some verifiable skills. And what does that mean? How do I get the verifiable skills? You will have to get certified, right? Take some certifications that will demonstrate that you've gone into this field and you've also demonstrated that you understand that field and you are now ready to take on further tasks in that field, right? Somebody has to certify you. You might have a lot of knowledge, you might have a lot of practice and experience, but having it certified, somebody else puts a stamp on your knowledge, your expertise, right? Nothing can match that one. Okay, so that is how you can empower yourself. Certifications are one way, and it is no doubt certifications are not just for the sake of certification. You are actually going to acquire some skill, right? When you get yourself certified, you're going to go through a lot of materials, and it is going to enhance your skills. And it is also going to bring you a lot of recognition and credibility, right? Of course, it's also going to help you in your career advancement. You can get promotions, you can get into a new field, right? And that can stay for years and years and so on. For organizations, it is just a way to benchmark their workforce. Okay, so AI is very dynamic. I want to emphasize on this one. AI is very, very dynamic. What you see today, the next week, it could be totally different. But whatever you've learned, that is still going to be there. Just that you will have new things coming up and that can shape your future, right? So AI is a lifelong learn journey. 100 years, you can continue doing AI stuff. I can bet you that. It's just going to get better and better. For your life, you can keep on learning. There is something new that keeps coming every week and better every time. Okay, so these are some of the things that we got to know what is AI, Gen AI, what it can do for us, and how do we get better from our AI systems. That's through prompt engineering. It's for all of us. If you are one of these, you can take one action this week or after the session, right? If you're an executive, ask your staff to explore prompt engineering and do one task. take up one pilot. If you're a marketing person, try to do some content creation using AI. If you're a student or an educator or a tech enthusiast, consider acquiring one foundational AI certification. That's your beginning. Then there is a huge roadway for you to acquire more and more knowledge, and that will help you. It will help everyone in your team, in your company. Okay, so the future is, it is not going to be AI versus humans. Like few of you might think, it is not AI versus humans. It's all going to be AI with humans. Both humans and AI are going to collaborate, right? And we'll get the best of whatever we do. Okay. So I'll open up for question and answers. I'll hand over the stage to Nitya. Thanks for being with me, all of you. Right, I'm sure that this has really been a helpful session for all of you. I'll wait to see if there are any question answers. I and my colleagues will try our best to answer your questions.
Thank you so much for your valuable insight, Ashok. We have a couple of questions here, so I'll just start off. So, generating AI videos, it costs money to write. So, somebody's asking the question.
Okay. Thank you for that answer. I could see that one. Yes, it costs us money, right? But few of the tools are there which are free that you can experiment with. They are free to one extent, but if you really want to get real quality, good quality videos, we will have to shell a bit of money. There are tools which are free, but you will get only limited quality and limited creativity, right? Ultimately, we are all going to pay for this, and it is really worth. What you pay, you will get 10 times return of that. One of the tools, video tools, I can tell, try seeing if you can get access to VO3 from Google. Right now, for me, that is the best. This is the next best, Sora. This is the next best in terms of video generation. There are other tools as well, right? Sora, you can get it for some $20 per month. You can generate some 10, 20 videos.
Yeah, so the next question is, I just want to ask that can AI generate model help disabled people?
Of course, yes. Right? For AI, what you just need with AI, you need to ask your question in plain English with the format that I just gave you. Right? It does not matter what kind of background you have. If you are precise in what you're asking, following that framework, you will get the kind of response you want. You will get the desired response, whatever you want. Okay, so yes, it is helpful for all of us.
I have another question. Please, can AI completely replace human beings, sir? So, what are the ethical issues with AI?
Wonderful question. Very good question. Two parts to that one. Can AI replace humans? Yes, in many places it will, and eventually it can replace humans. But humans are not going to go away. We are still going to control those AI systems. Right? We are going to control them and will bring them on the right path. If they deviate their path, we are going to bring them on the right path. If AI answers unethically, we will teach them to become better at that one. If they are showing some kind of bias, we'll again train them. Right? Once you see an output that is biased, you can report that one back to the company and they will take steps to realign that AI to become fully compliant with the world order. Right? AI systems are completely under our control. If they deviate, we will bring them back. And that's what is happening. In the new AI systems, whatever you see, the emphasis is on making the AI systems little bit more responsible. In the first versions of the AI, they used to give some responses that could be used for illegal purposes. But today I see that they don't give answers if the question is illegal or something that you're doing some harm to somebody. So that's already happening, right? And I think this takes care of both of your questions. So the replacement will happen in some sectors, but it's not going to be 100%, and we are still going to control that.
There's another question. Isn't considered plagiarism if you use the same text from ChatGPT?
Yeah, it depends. If you're using it for your daily work, then probably not. If you're using this one for your exams, then probably yes. Because exams require that you need to master something, you need to learn something, you need to master something and show that proficiency. That is where the plagiarism will comes. If you're using the AI output for your own work, for your professional work, that is not considered plagiarism. Even if it is called, there is no harm, right? You can just use it.
So how do we learn to communicate better with AI and give better prompts?
The techniques that I just showed you, the crisp format, that is the first one that you should get accustomed with. Then use the other techniques, the one-shot prompting, few-shot prompting, zero-shot prompting. We have always been doing zero-shot prompting, but one-shot, few-shot, chain of thought, right? These are the techniques that we all need to master, and it's very easy. It's not anything complicated. If you're good at English, then you can definitely talk with the AI today, right? And eventually we are all going to be talking to AI in our own languages. In our own mother tongue, we can talk, and AI can respond to you back in whatever language you want. It can respond back to you in French, English, or your own mother tongue. Okay, question I'll take. How AI agents are different from ChatGPT? AI agents are like multiple ChatGPTs. With ChatGPT, only you can do interaction one at a time. With AI agents, you will be able to interact with many ChatGPTs, and all of them doing work in synchronously. They can do multiple works and finally give it output. That is what is AI agent, and they can do at scale.
Ashok, I think that's the amount of questions that we can take for now. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you all for attending this webinar. This webinar was organized by the Whiteboard in association with the AI certs. So I'd like to introduce Whiteboard to you all. Yeah, so basically Whiteboard was founded in 2020. So it was established under the visionary leadership of Ms. Nakshatra Vinod and Nageshwar Rao. And they bring over 25 plus years of rich experience in the training and the staffing industry. So having collectively trained and placed more than 10,000 professionals across various industries, our mission has always been to create meaningful learning experience and translate into real world success. So as the authorized training partners of AI certs, our mission is aligned with the powerful global vision to train and certify people in AI and the technologies of the future. So we also provide programs that are carefully designed for both fresh graduates and working professionals. So if in case you're eager to stay, you want to upskill yourself, you can always get in touch with us, because we focus mainly on the emerging domains such as artificial intelligence, data science, and the clinical data analytics. So ensuring that our learners gain practical exposure through internship, real-time skills that are high in demand. So our partnership with the AI certs, our partnership with AI certs are basically we offer role-based, standardized, industry-validated certification framework and comprehensive learning content. So together, we are actually building a complete pathway for both aspiring and current AI professionals to gain essential skills and recognized credentials. So these are the areas that we kind of expertise in. Okay. And thank you so much once again, Ashok, for your enlightened session here. And if in case you all are interested in knowing more about the courses and the courses that we as Whiteboard offer, we request you all to kindly visit our website or get in touch with one of the numbers that's mentioned on this screen. All right. And thank you once again. So for all of y'all will receive a follow-up email shortly with the links to today's recording, speaker slides, and the resources to get started on your AI journey. Please do not forget to fill the feedback form and send it across to us. So this will bring more value for our upcoming sessions. So thank you all once again.
Thank you, Nitya. Thank you, Sana, and thank you, Nakshatra. Thank you, everyone, for attending this session. I'm really thrilled to see you all. Have a wonderful day ahead tomorrow and the rest of the week.
Thank you, everyone.